Hello, my name is Claude Gameau, and I am starting a public speaking business called Speaking to Make a Difference. My goal is to educate people on the dangers of drinking and driving by sharing my real life experience with them. I was in a really bad car accident caused by drinking and driving on my behalf. God blessed me. I hurt myself and only myself. I don't have to live with killing or seriously hurting somebody else on my conscience. My goal is to prevent this from happening as much as I can. One of my goals is to make people realize that every decision has a consequence. If you do a bad decision today, it is impossible to go back and change it tomorrow. You can't go back in time and change what has happened. It's impossible. And I have to make people realize that what they do counts. It is not possible to change something after it's done, and the consequences you have to live with for the rest of your life. I remember I used to think all the time. I'd hear in the paper and in the news, even word of mouth, I'd hear so and so had an accident because they were drinking and driving. And I used to think all the time, I'd hear this and I'd think, oh gee, too bad for them. I can't imagine. But I honestly thought that these things could happen to other people. I did not believe they could happen to me. I thought that I was indestructible. I thought that these things could happen to other people but not me. But until one day I woke up in the hospital, and it had been over a month I had been in a coma, and I had no idea how I got there. Well, it happened to me, and it can happen to anyone. I used to think that the worst thing that could possibly happen to me would be if the police stopped me. If the police stopped me, I would have lost my driver's license for a year, and being an auto mechanic, I would not have been able to drive vehicles or fix them or inspect them. Now I realize that if the police would have stopped me, it would have been the best thing that could have happened to me, if I would have been smart enough to learn from it. Honestly, I don't know if I would have been smart enough to learn from it. I know I learned now, but I learned the hard way, and I know I will never do it again, and my goal is to prevent other people from doing it again by educating them on wise decision making and the consequences of those decisions.